The situation between Melody and Martell is once again becoming a major topic of discussion, and this time it is centered around serious claims about parenting and financial responsibility. The conversation has taken a new turn after recent comments and actions, leading many people to question what is really happening behind the scenes. At the same time, others are looking deeper and trying to understand the full picture instead of focusing only on surface-level accusations. One of the biggest claims being discussed right now is the idea that Melody is somehow preventing Martell from properly providing for their children. This is a strong accusation, and naturally it has created a divide in opinions. Some people believe there could be truth behind it, while others strongly disagree and feel that the situation is being misunderstood or even misrepresented. At the center of this conversation is Melody's recent interview, where she opened up about her mindset, her goals, and most importantly, her children. During that conversation, she spoke about building a future not just for herself, but for her kids as well. Her focus seemed to be on long-term stability, independence, and creating something meaningful that could benefit them for years to come. However, as soon as these ideas were shared publicly, reactions started coming in. Supporters praised her for thinking ahead and for taking action to secure her children's future. On the other hand, critics began to question whether her approach was leaving Martell out of the picture when it comes to financial responsibility. To really understand this situation, it is important to look at what Melody is actually doing. She is not just talking about money or support in a traditional way. Instead, she is introducing her children to business ideas and helping them become part of something bigger. This includes product lines and small business concepts connected to each child's interests. Her son, for example, has been linked to a Cologne line. This is not just about selling a product. It represents something deeper. It shows an attempt to create a brand that can grow over time and possibly turn into a long-term source of income. It also introduces the idea of ownership at a young age. Her daughters are also part of similar ideas. One has shown interest in bath-related products, while another is connected to body care items like creams and glow products. Even the youngest child has been included in a concept designed for babies and toddlers. When all of this is put together, it becomes clear that this is not random. It is a planned effort to teach business thinking from an early stage. This is where the debate becomes more complex. Supporters see this as smart parenting. They believe Melody is giving her children tools that will help them become independent in the future. Instead of waiting until they grow up, she is starting early and helping them understand how business works. Critics, however, see it differently. Some feel that by focusing so much on building these business ideas, she might be reducing the role of Martell when it comes to providing for the children. They question whether this approach creates distance in co-parenting responsibilities. But when you really break it down, these two things are not the same. Teaching children about business and allowing them to be part of something does not automatically mean that another parent cannot contribute financially. Both things can exist at the same time. A child can learn about money and still receive support from both parents. This is why many people believe the criticism may be missing the bigger picture. Melody's actions seem to be about adding opportunities, not removing support. She is building something extra, something that goes beyond basic needs and focuses on long-term growth. Another part of the conversation comes from comments she made about independence. During her interview, she spoke about how important it is for women to have their own financial stability. She talked about not depending fully on a partner and being able to stand on your own if needed. These statements quickly caught attention. Some listeners felt that these comments were directed at someone specific, possibly linked to past relationship drama. However, she did not mention any names directly. Her words were general and focused on a wider message about self-reliance. Still, because of her history and the public nature of past events, people started connecting the dots on their own. This is something that happens often in situations like this. Even when a message is broad, it can be interpreted in a personal way because of existing context. The idea of independence is not new. Many people today believe that having your own financial security is important. It allows individuals to make decisions based on what is best for them, rather than being forced to stay in situations that are not healthy. Melody's message aligns with this mindset. However, because of the ongoing tension between her and Martell, even general statements can turn into major discussions. Supporters see her as strong and forward-thinking. Critics sometimes see her actions as indirect responses to past issues. The co-parenting situation adds another layer to all of this. Co-parenting is rarely simple, especially when there's a history involved. Both parents may have different ideas about what is best for the children. They may also have different ways of showing support. Some people believe that focusing on independence could create distance between co-parents. Others believe it can actually make things stronger because each parent is contributing in their own way without relying completely on the other. Melody's focus on legacy is also a key part of this conversation. She is not just thinking about today. She is thinking about the future and what she can leave behind for her children. This includes building brands, creating products, and setting up systems that could continue to bring value over time. Legacy building is different from regular income. It is about creating something that lasts. It is about ownership, control, and long-term benefits. For many people, this is a smart approach, especially in today's world where financial stability is not always guaranteed. Teaching children about business at a young age can also help them develop important skills. They learn how to think creatively, how to solve problems, and how to understand value. These are lessons that go beyond money and can be useful in many areas of life. At the same time, it is understandable why some people question the situation. When everything is public, every action is analyzed. People form opinions based on what they see, and sometimes those opinions are influenced by past events rather than current facts. The discussion has also expanded into the world of reality television, where personal lives often become part of entertainment. Storylines are built around relationships, conflicts, and emotional moments. This can sometimes make situations look more dramatic than they actually are. Viewers are used to seeing tension, arguments, and unresolved issues. It keeps them engaged and interested, but it can also blur the line between real life and entertainment. What is shown on screen may not always represent the full reality. In many cases, repeated themes like relationship issues and conflicts can start to feel familiar. Some viewers enjoy this because it reflects real-life challenges. Others feel it becomes repetitive and want to see something new. Another important factor is how people handle situations publicly. When disagreements are shared openly, they can quickly turn into bigger discussions. Social media plays a huge role in this. Comments, opinions, and reactions spread fast, and before long, a personal situation becomes a public debate. In this case, the focus has returned to Melody and her choices. Some people admire her for staying focused and building something for her children. Others continue to question her intentions and the impact of her decisions. What makes this situation interesting is that both sides have valid points. It is possible to support independence while also recognizing the importance of co-parenting. It is possible to build something new while still maintaining existing responsibilities. The truth is, modern parenting looks different for everyone. There is no single right way to do things. Some parents focus on traditional methods, while others try new approaches. What matters most is the well-being of the children and the effort to create a stable and positive environment. Melody's journey shows how complex these situations can be. She is balancing public attention, personal goals, and family responsibilities all at the same time. Every move she makes is watched, discussed, and judged from different angles. The claim that she is preventing Martell from providing for the children may continue to be debated. Some will believe it, and others will not. But based on what is visible, her actions seem to be focused on building more rather than limiting anything. At the same time, the conversation about independence will likely continue. It is a topic that affects many people, not just those in the public eye. The idea of being self-sufficient and prepared for the future is something that resonates with a lot of individuals. As more discussions happen, it becomes clear that this situation is not just about two people. It is about larger ideas like parenting, financial planning, and personal growth. It is about how people choose to handle challenges and how they move forward after difficult experiences. The public will continue to watch, analyze, and share opinions. Some will support Melody's approach, seeing it as smart and forward-thinking. Others will remain critical, questioning every decision and looking for deeper meaning. In the end, what matters most is the outcome. If the children are supported, cared for, and given opportunities to grow, then the approach is working. Whether people agree or disagree, results will speak louder than opinions. The situation remains ongoing, and new developments may bring new perspectives. For now, it is clear that Melody is focused on building something lasting while also navigating a complex co-parenting dynamic. The conversation is not going anywhere anytime soon. As long as there are questions, opinions, and public interest, people will continue to talk, and with every new statement or action, the discussion will evolve even further.